All right, we are live. Had some technical difficulties, of course. But let's kick this off and get this intro going.
Livin'Loud was founded.
Woo! We are back. It is Tuesday. This is the Unmasked After Show. What is going on, everyone? We have a full house tonight. I hope everyone enjoyed the show. I thought it was really interesting. I love seeing behind the scenes or just Kicker, the building inside and just everything that they do. And it's just crazy, everything that they have going on there. But let's get to some of the housekeeping. I know we got everybody in here. We got Ernie, we got Scott, we even got Dan at the Stereo Shop, Jeffy. We have a few other people. Obviously, we got Bubba, Bobby B, the 14 guys. Everybody else, man, thank you for tuning in. We got Blake, El Fuego. Yes, El Fuego, we just hit 2K. It is growing, man. Actually, 2,138. I'm not counting. But yeah, man, it's slowly growing. It's awesome. I'd rather do it that way. Thanks for tuning in. We got Stu. What is going on, Stu? Thank you for tuning in. And I know Ernie's listening on his long drive home. Ernie, what is up, man? You did great tonight. Thank you so much, man. Let's see. I know there was a lot. That's why I didn't know how to title this live, just for the simple fact they were just pretty much talking about the install for their title for the install bay at Kicker, and I'm like, man, I don't know how to title this, but let's just go over installation stuff and pros and cons and my opinion on it. And obviously they talked about the what's it called, the man, I should know this by now. Scott Dilbeck and Aaron went down to it, not the Knowledge Fest, but it was an awesome display for teens to learn how to do car audio and to be professional installers and salesmen of the of the hobby, man. It is awesome that they do that. And Scott, you did great tonight on the UnMasked show. It's tough. When you're on the UnMasked show, there's a lot more people watching. It's not just this backyard live stream like we do, but you did great, man. And yeah, man, did awesome. Let's see here. Cool. RVH, what is up, dude? Let's see. I know I was kind of freaking out in the beginning of the show. That's why I was a little late. I like to start 3 minutes early for the intro run. And first I was adding a little side video for absolutely no reason, but so I have it. And then I started talking into my mic and I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't hear myself. This is not good. Restarted the computer and it still didn't do it. Here is the setting on the mic. Whew, Elgato, I love you, but I hate you at the same time. But I got it working, so we're good. Last minute. But it was pretty cool how the install stuff that they do is next tier stuff. Like, it is not your local stereo shop installing stuff. Not that they can't, that those local stereo shops can't do that. It's just this place has everything that you can think of. They've been doing it for years, man. Not even just the CNCs, but the welders. They got everything of, yes, per se, building car audio, but everything else that they do. With building, what was it, those PA systems that they got? Those things are awesome, man. I've seen they had a couple there. If you ever have any extra of those, let me know. I think that'd be great for my sound meets. I know we already got a PA system, but hey, Kicker, come on, man. It'd be awesome. Yes, Jeffy, I seen you in the Kicker Club here. Anyone else having issues with the stream? I think it's on my end, but it's freezing here and there. It was in the beginning whenever I first started. My computer was like, because I just started it, and I tried doing 5 million things at once. That might be it. Let me know if it's still acting weird. Sometimes it's the internet. I usually reset my modem before I go live, but I was kind of rushing last minute because I was, just life, how it goes. Relaxing too long. Let's see, is Cookie Monster wearing a Kicker shirt? No, but he's got a Livin'Loud with Andy shirt. Check out my merch store. It's on my website at the About section on my YouTube channel. Check it out, man. I got a lot of stuff there, and that's another thing I wanted to get to was Team SP Loud merch. I wanted to get that on the website and new merch, nothing crazy, but I want to add some things here and there and do some more digging into, I like merch, but for you guys as well. But I want to do the Team SP Loud stuff because that will be our topic for Friday's live, since it'll be our 2-year anniversary the day after. I figured, why not? But tonight, this is the UnMasked after show, and we're going to talk about that kind of stuff, of what they went over with the install bay that they got, and everything else in between, and my opinion on installs. I mean, they're not my favorite thing. I can do them. Let's just say whenever I was getting ready for the Walmart $250 budget build setup, it's an old car, mind you, but when I was putting back one of the door panels, I'm pushing it in and went right in, and the plastic just broke. It's just from UV, years and years, and it just snapped, and I'm like, I didn't even push that hard. I do not like this stuff at all, because you really got to be gentle with door panels, plastic pins, and I know when you do it for a long time it gets simple, but the stuff that they do down at Stillwater is not just, installing a radio. But they did go over that with Scott and Aaron, of those guys, teaching them how to install radios and install 4-channel amplifiers, and not so much phase, but fader and balance and stuff like that, making sure everything's connected. I know we've been doing it for years, but at the same time, someone that has no clue, it's like, yeah, it's color coordinated, but there's a lot of things into it too. At least they used a Nissan, an older vehicle where it's not so bubbly and it's not crazy with all kinds of stuff. And that's the whole problem with upgrading your radio with an aftermarket radio today. It's almost easier to just integrate it with some kind of fancy kicker key DSP or any kind of DSP to get that, flat signal and low level output to your amplifier, or an amplifier can already take high level kicker and stuff like that. So it's like you don't even have to replace your head unit. But it is cool nonetheless. You need to know that stuff, and I like that they did that. And let me just get to some of these comments. I'm just rambling here. Let's see. Oh, Dan, thank you for the appreciation of the craft. Absolutely, man. What you do, I could not. I would be bald or grayer than I am now. It's crazy because so many people told me you should do installs. You asked me, why didn't I go into installs? John Myers asked me why I didn't go into installs. It's not my cup of tea. I can do it. I just don't personally like it that much to, it's like, oh my goodness, I just cannot wait to install. And this is the, I love to tune systems. I love to listen to music. I love to plan and do things, but the whole building process, obviously it's not the most fun part, and you obviously should like to enjoy the music more than installing, you would think, but that's just me. It's just not my thing, and it's just, if you're gonna do it, you got to have the right tools, the right atmosphere. Working in a garage has got no AC. Okay, I know, Dan, I know you don't got crazy AC, but you got all the tools you ever need, and you've been doing it for years, so you know what you need. And so do I, but at the same time, man, I'm always losing socket sets. Kids are getting into stuff, and there's like tons of Power Wheels and RC cars in my garage. It's just, it's not my cup of tea. It really isn't. But that's why at some points it's like, man, I don't almost want to pay someone to do this, because I know that they're going to have all the right tools, everything's going to be done right, and it's not like I don't know how to do it, but I know that they know how to do it, and that's why you pay them. That's why it costs a lot of money to get a stereo installed, but you're going to get it installed right, and there might be some speed bumps you might run into that you don't know, and they're going to know. And that's the best thing. That's what's cool about being an installer. I give you guys props. 100%, man. Thanks for tuning in, Dan. By the way, I do want to get a hold of you. I'm thinking maybe more along the lines in September for our next show, just because July might be not too crowded, but too early, and August is going to be kind of crowded for me. So I'm thinking September for our second show. If you still want to do that, just let me know, man. Appreciate you just being here, buddy. All right, let me see. I'm way behind on the comments. We got Ashy up in here. What is up, Ashy? We got Dub Team. SJC says he's driving. So, SJC, what is up, dude? Thank you for tuning in. No, 25. Bundy did not get demoted. He has a new job. Let's see. Yeah, we are missing some voltage here, Ashy. We only got 25 in here. I don't know where Deviant is. I think he was just so excited that they threw up pebbles at the end of the show. He forgot there was an after UnMasked show tonight. 25, it's not like I don't like to install my own stuff, but I do, but to make it look clean, that is the hardest part, because it's like I've been doing this so long, it's like I gotta make it look clean. I got it to be, because that's safe, one. Two, it just looks better. Anybody can just, electric tape some wires and put them together and just lay the wire across the back seat. I mean, that's not hard. It's making it look clean, pulling door panels, running wire, making sure you don't have ground noise, things like that. There's a lot into it, man. It's not my cup of tea. Again, it really isn't. I like looking into the numbers of things, like, okay, box design, and okay, what kind of woofer, what kind of amplifier, and a little bit of the SPL stuff. Obviously, I've been doing it for almost 6 years now, so it's more like that rather than the per se install, just for me. But you have to know it. Doesn't mean you have to do it as a profession, but you have to know it in order to exceed in this hobby. You really do, man. Just so you don't run into problems. And if you do and you're stuck on the side of the road, you have a better understanding of what probably went wrong. There we go. There's Deviant. We got all 14.4 volts tonight, folks. $25 says, I got plenty of tools and accessories. On occasion, I'll do an install. If it's for my friends or someone simple, I don't have a problem. Like, I have a few people that I'm like, yeah, no problem. They got me on speed dial. Boom. I used to do it for maybe a year or two, just in my garage, have people come over, they pay me $50 to $80 for an install, and I'm talking top, bottom, sometimes with speaker installation of the doors. I wasn't really making anything, but I was still gaining experience, but it was frustrating. You know what I mean? Because every vehicle is different. Good, my gracious, running through the firewall. That is the hardest, because some vehicles, it's lickety-split. Others, it's like Fort Knox. You ain't getting through. So there's that. And then, obviously, everything that also goes with it. It's just, it's not my thing. But you have to do it sometimes, man. Stu says, Andy, I've been installing forever. Wouldn't know what I'd have to. No, I wouldn't know what to do if I ever had to stop. Right, but that's the thing, man. You got your own shop. You've been installing for years, man. That's awesome. You don't want to stop installing because then what? You know, are you going to pick up a different, I don't know, section of the car audio community to enjoy, or just another job that maybe isn't working with car audio? You know, even in my opinion, even though I wouldn't enjoy it that much, I would still be getting paid to work on car audio. So it's not that I'll be that upset. If I had better tools at my disposal and obviously more and more experience, it would be a lot easier. But still, man, that's why I said leave it to the professionals, man, because there's some times where it's just like you might have a buddy that you know, says he'll do it for cheaper. You know, I might have been one of those buddies, you know. But still, at the end of the day, it is awesome that you guys do that, and we appreciate you guys so much. And that's one thing I kind of get upset about, when people are like, oh, I don't want to go there, I don't want to pay that stereo shop, or I don't want to pay that Best Buy, or I don't want to pay this because that's so much money. Okay, when you go and invest in a stereo system, you gotta think about getting it installed as well, on top, included with everything else that you're spending, because it's like, oh, well, I got $900 for a 15-inch woofer, but you don't have $300-400 to get it installed properly. You know, it's just those little things, it just drives me nuts. All right, let's see, where are we? What is up, Ashy? Okay, Dan says he's down for September. Awesome, man. Appreciate you. It's almost easier getting a hold of you here, right? We're both busy, you know? One-man shop right there, pretty much, man. I don't know how you do it. I really don't. Nice seeing you, too, by the way, buddy. You think hiring a pro is expensive? Wait till you hire an amateur. Yeah, that's exactly it, Dan. That is exactly it, because then you might be spending more in the long run on mistakes that they made, man. Cassie said you missed everyone loving the Pebbles picks. Yeah, because oh, you don't tell me you missed that, Deviant. Do not tell me you missed that. Okay, let's see here. Let me scroll down here, getting lost. Here's a question from Kicker Club. I think it's from Kicker Club. Not coming up over here. Quick question. Do you think, or actually might be, yeah, it's gotta be that. Quick question. Do you think Kicker will bring out some round solo barrack subs? Well, in the terms of solo barrack, I guess that would be like the L7 kind of, not technology, but just the solo barrack. It works in a small field, very efficient, loud driver, whatever. The Kicker standard, solo barrack, and I mean, honestly, the L7s are solo barrack, and it's just, I feel like the round solo barrack in today, because since they don't have the classic, and even the classic would be considered it, I guess you could say, the CVX would be, because it's the same type of driver as the L7. It's just round. So would that be a round solo barrack sub? I think so. Now, are you talking about the old school ones? I don't know, man. 50-year anniversary is coming up next year, so who knows? There might be some pretty cool stuff coming along the way. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for your question. Let's see. El Fuego, what is going on? Andy, sending Bill Frog pictures of my own personal Kicker museum, Kicker Gold Letter 8s to Modern Gear. That's awesome, dude. They should be able to post it on the next UnMasked show, or eventually. That'll be awesome, man. They love to see your content. Just because, you know, you guys are repping them in whichever way. If you guys have anything Kicker, literally just email it, social@kicker.com. They will take care of you, or just message Kicker on Facebook. Send them your stuff, man. They're always looking for more content to throw up and to give you guys shout outs. And El Fuego, I can't wait to see that. That'll be awesome, man. I seen a little bit from your background when you do your live shows with us too, but I would love to see the whole entire collection. That is awesome, man. Thanks for tuning in. Choke Chain says, just like installers probably don't build amps or subwoofers from scratch. Right. And that's the whole thing too. You know, if you're an amp buff or you're a subwoofer DIYer buff, you know, we all have our certain areas, our niches within our own niche. And I feel like, yeah, I'm kind of the SPL, but I'm like the all around kind of, you know, just like everything else, jack of all trades, master of none. But you know, I don't know. It's hard, man. I just love everything about it, but there's some things obviously I like more and I like less. Just installing is just you know, I think it's just because I did so many times of different systems and not having the right equipment, it kind of burnt me out just because I'm working harder rather than smarter. Now, if you walked into, you know, Best Buy or, you know, you walked in one of those nice shops or Dan's shop, at Stereo Shop, you know, where you just got all the tools and everything is readily available. Like you can just pull like, oh, here's some spade terminals. Here's some zip ties. Oh, I need this heat shrink. Oh, I got a heat gun. You know, everything is there. It's in stock. Everything's there. All these tie downs, making everything look clean. You can just have access on your computer. Okay, need a this diagram for this wire. Okay, this wire. All kinds of access to information. And I feel like as long as you have that, it makes it fun. You know, you're not pulling your hair out. But exactly, man. Everyone likes things more or less than others. Like, you know, subjects. Stu says, the biggest problem I have with installing is the bad decisions customers bring for me to do. Bad installing is the bad decisions customers bring for me to do. Well, I mean, right. You know, it's like, hey, I got this and this and this. Can you install this for me? And it's like, well, I don't know how that's going to fit, or I don't know how this is going to wire right on your amp. You're not going to get the most out of your amp because you bought the wrong stuff. Right. And you're always going to deal with stuff like that too. And I feel like that's the best thing is when you go to get, you know that you're going to get a system installed. Maybe talk to the installer ahead of time and verify it with them. Like, hey, you know, do you think this is a good idea? Because he's going to be the one putting it in. Absolutely. Deviant. Rumor has it Andy installed Fuego's system. You all know what ended up happening. Thanks, Deviant. I wouldn't be surprised. Hey, Mom, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. You guys are on vacation down Florida. Miss you guys and love you and have a good time. El Fuego. No one let me do an install since my 84 Accord burned up back in 99. I had one car almost catch on fire. I mean, it was smoking. But that was the wiring harness. And yeah, it happens. That's why you always carry the snippers, just in case. Jaquan, what's up, Andy? Alpine or Pioneer head unit? I mean, I feel like that's a tough question because I'm sure, you know, they all make different tiers and stuff. I like Alpine, but Pioneer, I mean, they've been around, but, you know, I just feel like Pioneer, if any company maybe fell off a little bit, just a little bit, maybe. But, I mean, what are you really losing? Honestly, it's a head unit. If you want, you know, all these DSP functions or all these huge, like, band EQs, man, maybe one might be better than the other, but honestly, if you're getting 12, 15 RMS out of each one and it's a good signal noise ratio and that's how you're powering it and you got all the sources and stuff that you want, I mean, honestly, it doesn't really matter. Just like a lot of things. It comes down to what you want, the price, reliability, and a lot of other factors, but brand isn't everything. If I had to choose, Alpine, sorry. Let's see, Bobby B, what is going on, Bobby? Andy, the new Kicker ST line is going in the Bronco. Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's the whole Solo X family. I know, Tim, you did great tonight too, by the way. No, Tim was saying, you know, it's just Solo X, and he didn't want to say anything else. But I mean, it's they've already mentioned it. You know, the Solo X family. You know, you would think big woofers, amplifiers. You know, they're already coming out pro audio mid drivers, you know, square, I mean, and bullet tweeters or whatever you want to call them. So it's going to be the Solo X family all in one vehicle, and same. That's the whole point. So and it's going to be, I think they said ready by SEMA, and that's what, November. So I feel like everything is, the stars are aligning for Q4. And that would be awesome if they could get everything in our hands within that time frame of SEMA, when that is at a show where people can see it, and then they can be like, okay, well, I want to go buy that. I think that is awesome. Those sound great. Boom. You know, I feel like that is the motive for that. Obviously, that's what SEMA's for. And, you know, that's why the Unmasked show started to begin with, you know? So it's just awesome. And, yeah, man, I can't wait. Thanks for tuning in, Bobby. Let's see. Rusty Evans. Oh. Rusty Evans, old school ones. For the Solo Barracks. Well, so you're maybe like gold letters or something retro. I mean, my guess is as good as yours. You know, 50th anniversary, something's gonna come out. But what? You know, it could be anything. From the first product, from the butt kicker to, I don't know. You know, it could be anything. We don't know if they even do. That's a guess to the stars, man. Thank you for tuning in. Let's see. RVH says blow a couple of mid bases and you get shunned for life. Shun the non-believer. Hey, you know, I feel like mid drivers and tweeters, I mean, yes, obviously you tune everything ahead of time, but I feel like they're easier to blow and overpower just because the distortion is harder to hear, even though it's not. I know it's not. I know sub-frequencies are harder to hear, but to me, and like bass heads, I feel like it can never be loud enough. Yes, it maybe sounds like it's distorting a little bit, but honestly, you can overheat a driver just by putting way too much power to it, and you have it tuned within a reason. You're not going to hear or feel that tweeter heating up, or that mid-range that's playing, you know, 400 hertz. It's not dipping down and bottoming out or sounding like poop. You have it tuned within a reason to be able to blare at full tilt boogie. So whenever you put a lot of power to it, I feel like those are easier to blow. I know it's like kind of redundant, easier to blow than a subwoofer. I feel like anything kind of is, but those are more unnoticeable. You know, you'll be playing and playing and playing, and it's like, man, I just don't think this sounds quite as loud. And then you do a balance and fader check, and you're like, whoa, that speaker's not working anymore. Hold on a second, I knew something was up. You know, so there's you know, it's just harder to see it happening. I think, in my opinion, that's why I have a temperature gauge on my subwoofer. I mean, honestly, same kind of situation, but you can kind of smell those a little bit more. You got a lot of wind coming from that area, so it just travels faster to your face. There's that, and I don't know, it's just a smaller speaker. It's just harder to detect, but it happens, man. You are not shunned. RVH, miss you, man. Thanks for tuning in. All right, let's see here. Pioneer CD decks any good from 25? Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Pioneer Premier for the win. I know. Pioneer, whenever I got into car audio, Pioneer was big. The Champion series. I didn't really see too many of their amps, but their subwoofers, you know, for like mid-tier stuff. Great stuff, dude. Let's see. I'm scrolling down. We got DIY Audio Guy. Thank you for tuning in. Alright, guess what? The super chat function is working, because I just got one from El Fuego, and I seen it pop up, so SJC, I think we're good. I don't know what the heck I did. I have no clue, but it's working. El Fuego, thank you for your super chat. Thanks for the box tips, and the Elgato Wave 3 is solid. Absolutely, dude. That's awesome, and I can't wait to see that thing going in action. Your Q15 and like 4.5 cubes tuned to like 30 something that we did. It's going to be awesome, man, and I cannot wait to see the smile on your face. And yes, the Elgato 3. Love it, hate it, but you know what? It works, man, especially for like the budget, and you're going to be doing this kind of stuff too, so you're going to be ready, dude. Thank you so much, and appreciate just your dedication and always being here, dude. And you being El Fuego. Come on, man. I knew you before I knew you. This guy's on every Patreon, I swear to. And El Fuego, and El Fuego, and El Fuego, you know? You knew the guy before you even knew him. Let's see. Let me skip down here. But that's the point of Super Chats. It's like, let me get your comment. Boom. Gotcha, man. Appreciate all you guys. I really do, man. You guys are awesome. All right. Let's see. We got Dave in here? Dave! Just punching my time card. Now off to sleep. You have a great night. Well, I'm sure you might rewatch this later. Dave, thanks for tuning in. Get some sleep, buddy. Dave's got a show too, man. It's called Wasted Information. He pays me a trademark for that, and then I pay a little distribution to Kicker as well and Aaron. So that they have a stream with him and Larissa. I don't know how often they're going to do it, but it's just a laid-back, chill show, kind of like RGA, but it's not just car audio. It's just it's Dave and Larissa. DNL. Thanks for tuning in, man. All right, let's see. Let me skip back down here. SJC, who is the jerk at the end in the chat? I don't know. I was watching the show with Tim and Aaron, obviously Scott, a lot more than reading the comments. Like, I didn't even comment much because it's like if I comment, I feel like I gotta say hi. So I just look at the comments, see if anyone asks something crazy or something comes up. But I'm sitting there watching the show, because it's like those are the kind of shows that I think are more interesting, at least to me. Where I have to pay attention, I have to look. Plus, I mean, look, we're here. We're the Unmasked After Show. I have to know what's going on. I can't be talking to you guys all day. I gotta listen. So I didn't really hear who had said what at the end of the chat, but man, you know what? It happens. It's the internet, and we are in 2022, and yeah, but hey, it is what it is, man. Haters will be your motivators. If you're boring and no one's watching, no one's gonna do that to you. You're obviously doing something good, and that's what's awesome about the Unmasked show, man. It is somewhere we can come together where Kicker can just talk. And to be able to talk and reach out to the customers, reach out to the people, reach out to just whoever, and state your case and be like, this is what we do, this is what you could do, and everything that they do, man, I give them props. It's awesome. And ever since the Unmasked show, it's like you see a couple other companies kind of following suit, JL and Crutchfield and stuff like that. But it's just it's the first, it's the OG, and it goes with a lot of things. But it's just it's awesome, man. It's awesome. All right, let's see. Where was I at? Yeah, I don't know who that comment guy was. People were people, man. We're in a clear Cornet. Baba says we're in a clear for the caboose. They going for the caboose. I don't know. Baba took it last time, even though I congratulated Cornet. I cut it. Soon as it ends. Whoops. Soon as it ends. Boom, $20 super chat from Baba. I'm like, oh, come on, man. That's cheating, Baba. That's cheating. I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. Let's see. El Fuego said, already had to use my Tide stick on my new DIY Audio Guy shirt. You got a DIY Audio Guy shirt? That's awesome. I want one. Got it. That's I hate white t-shirts just for that simple fact. Most of my shirts are black and they just happen to be Kicker, but a lot of them are black or darker. I thought this was black. This is the Unmasked shirt. Unmasked shirt over here. And then it says like Full Tilt Boogie, and it's huge on the back with the Unmasked. I would like a big one on the front Unmasked, like the black one or the gray ones. I need to get one of those too. But I want to save my black Unmasked shirt because that is the original. They only made so many of them, and that was the original one. So that's why I picked up this. I was like, it'll work. But yeah, man, that's why I don't like white. But that's awesome, dude. I've been really. Allergies have been bad. No Deviant. I'm not going crazy on you, but yeah, just my allergies. And I had to take another one today, and I felt a lot better. And being in this cold room, it helps a little bit. Andy missed my super chat again. Are you kidding me? Don't make me do this, Deviant. You're gonna make me scroll all the way. I did. It's because the $1.99s they don't last long. And if I'm sitting here just looking at the camera, looking at myself, talking about whatever I'm talking about, my mind is on third base and I will pass it up. Thank you, Deviant. Appreciate you. Pebbles, Daddy's Girl made the show. 14.4 volt talk for the win. That was awesome, man. I seen you saying something earlier, and then the credits were rolling, and I was like, oh, there's Pebbles. That's awesome, man. Yeah, because you won the Unmasked rigged show last week, and that's awesome, man. That is awesome. Thank you for tuning in, man. Oh yeah, what's this I see everything. What is this picture of me that you photoshopped? Do I want to know, or do I? You know, I I don't know if I want to know. Thanks for tuning in, man. I know you guys wouldn't do me that dirty. For all the love I have for you. Alright, let's see. I hope they come out... SJC, I hope they come out with a 3-way Solo X. Like a component? Well, not component or coaxial, either one, but I guess 3-way is like, you know, the mid-driver and 2 tweeters, or however that works. I would think so. That's tough. I don't know. And even if I did know, I couldn't really say anything either unless they say it. But yeah, you would think, but I'm sure there'd be more than just what you guys saw on Dean's live show and Knowledge Fest and stuff. I'm sure. It's a big family, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Just like the Titanic. You thought the iceberg was big? Yeah, just wait. All right. Ernie, 20-year-old Alpine deck with Burr Brown DAC in my SQ car. Oh, Ernie, we need to know about your system. That's what I want to know. Alpine for the win, bro. Alpine for the win. Ernie, I take you as an SQ guy for sure. I really do. All right, let me scroll down here. Okay, I'm way behind. Oh my goodness gracious! It's because I skipped Deviant's chat. Scott says all my shirts say sundown now. LOL. I know, but you look good in that kicker shirt, man. You gotta admit, black and gold, black and yellow. You looked all right, man. You know, it's never too late. It's never too late. Appreciate you, man. Can't wait to see you Friday. And what's the topic for Friday anyway? What are we doing? Super chats are working, Deviant. It's just those $1.99s. I am not seeing it right away, and they don't last long. I know. Baba, thank you so much. But I appreciate you, Deviant. Baba, thank you so much. Yay for 2,000 subscribers. Yay for Pebbles making the kicker stream. Hit the like, y'all. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you so much, really. The likes do help. They do. And I know we've been having a little bit more people watch recently, even though it's been nice outside. And, you know, who wants to sit here and watch me, you know? That's how I feel. But, man, I appreciate you guys. And, yeah, 2,000 subscribers, dude. I do want to do a giveaway, but I want it to be a substantial giveaway. I do have something I do want to give to my Patreons. Baba, I know you. I need your guys' addresses, like stat, just to send you guys some stuff. And I've been just kind of putting together for you guys. But a giveaway I definitely want to do. You know, I keep saying it. 1,000 subscribers, 2,000, maybe 5,000. I don't know. When the time's right, the time's right. I feel like I just want to give back in some way, and I don't want to give something simple, and it's hard, man. I'm a car audio hoarder, you know. It's just like, I got a speaker, I can't even blow it, man. I'm never gonna need it again, but it's like, or I may never play it again, and it's like I don't want to get rid of it. It's mine. No, you know. It's bad, you know. And it's just but still, man, it's just I want to give something back to you guys that I don't technically need, and you know, we'll get it going. We'll get it going. Baba, thank you for the $20 super chat. I appreciate you guys. I really do. Let's see here. Got Joe Cook. Thank you for tuning in, man. Let's see. We got Jason Stokes up in here. What is going on, Jason? Blake says having a higher voltage pre-out will have less noise and make the gain stage of the amp work less. Absolutely. Because you're amplifying less. And while a sub-amp can filter out clipping, that clip signal will make it to your mids and highs. That makes sense. For the pre-out voltage. Okay. So I get what you're saying. I got the first part there. But that clip signal, because of filtering, stops it from going to the subwoofer for just the pre-out voltage. But it'll go through to the mids and highs since there's no, crossover limiter or something or for what you're talking about there. But absolutely, man, pre-out voltage is very essential. It's just raising your noise floor, or there's less noise floor. Just there's less going on, and it just you want to have higher pre-out voltage. So again, you're not cranking your gain up. You're less amplifying is needed. It's just how it kind of works. It's an amplifier. There's a lot to it, man. There really is. And Blake, working at Digital Designs, he would know more than me, man. Intern or not, you're studying them books, man. It's good to know. It's good to know this stuff. And, I'm just an enthusiast at heart, and yeah, I dig deeper than some people, but it's like I'm still learning too, and I want to learn with you guys. I feel like if I get someone on the show, I want to have someone that knows more than me, just so I can ask questions too, because I feel like you guys would want to do the same and try to get those questions answered too. So that's always an option, man. All right, let's see. Yeah, you wonder who brought it up. You wonder who, Deviant. I see everything, I do. Ernie, pizza for kicker staff next time. Hey, I love pizza. It's my favorite meal. I like me a pizza. Dub. Is Kicker ever going to make a new Scar sub? I seen that post though where the Scar Audio Club or group, one of their members was complaining because Scar doesn't innovate on their products, and it was like a picture from our Kicker Club in there of the L7X10 or something like that. They're like, why doesn't Scar do this? And it's like, I'm sure they do, you just don't hear about it. But are they doing what Kicker does? No. But do they make new products? Yes. So I didn't, it's like, thanks, but no thanks, for the compliment or whatever, for just Kicker, come on, it's okay. It's like winning by default. We don't need that one. Thank you, Joe. Thank you. Congrats on the 2K. Thank you, man. Guys are awesome. Dan likes Ernie. Said he's his kind of guy. Absolutely, man. Guys would get along, man. Ernie, Dan is the stereo shop that hosts my Team SP Loud meets. Ernie, Dan, that's the guy that runs Kicker Unmasked. Guys are now introduced. Officially. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. I'm surprised you're still here, Dan. It's awesome. Thank you so much, buddy. Let's see. Bobby B. Andy, special guest this Thursday on Sidejack. If I wasn't working the days that I'm not live streaming or whatever the weekend, I would. I work usually Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. Sometimes Sunday, but usually not. So, yeah, 3 days a week. That's not that much, but I'm streaming too, and then the weekend I'm off. So, it's life. That's enough. But yeah, I would love to, man. I would love to, but I'm usually working. Deviant, question for Andy. I'm listening. John K, give that quad box to me. Man, that quad box, I can't wait. You know what, Dan, since I got you here, you want to help me install a quad box in my Pilot? I didn't even want to ask you because I know how busy you are, but I got a quad box and I'm going to run two CX43 1800.1s on it. I got the Kicker key to read DSP, the key lock to DSP, the key 200.4 for my mids and highs, and yeah, if that'd be great. You want to help me out? Like I was saying in the beginning, I hate installing. I will do it. I got help from John Myers in my ear, but it's just that would be cool. And you know what? Give your shop some prop. I don't know. You let me know if you can't. Not a big deal, dude. Not a big deal. I'll do it myself. But I gotta wait at least until next week. And I would like to get it started on soon, and that's why I didn't want to even ask you, because I know how busy you are. And of course I'm going to pay you, man. Come on, dude. But it's just, you know, I want it done nice. And I know I can do it done nice. Maybe not as nice as you. You do it for a living, man. But it's going to take time. And yeah, man, I don't know. Like the things, the speed bumps, when you run into them. Man, I hate running into Walmart or running into Busy Beaver or getting stuff or just, you know, Googling something, getting lost, you know. There's always that. But if not, no biggie. No biggie. Appreciate you. Yeah, to be honest, I just never done anything with integration before. I know how it works, you know, but this is a car that you know, it's our daily. It's got to be done. There's no time to pull over to the side of the road because a wire's loose or something happened. You know, everything's got to be right. I know it's simple. I've talked to you about it before with the Pilot, with like the ANC and stuff like that, and it doesn't need a resistive load for the speakers. You know, simple stuff. But now it's like, okay, well, I didn't even install that Comp RT8. And here, we're just throwing a quad box back there. So it's going to be night and day. And I'm going to throw that U-Start 350 farad capacitor in the back there. No extra battery, stock alt. And we're going to see how it does on 3,600 watts. And yeah, we'll see, man. I can't wait. I know it'll be all right. James Simpson, keep it up, brother. Always a good show. Thank you, man. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. I really do. I really, really do. Ernie says, are you buying us pizza 25? Sign me up. You know what? That sounds like a deal to me, too. 25 said, I got IOUs for all the kicker stuff. I mean, that's some kind of currency, especially today. The dollar's not worth much. So IOUs, we'll take them. Ashley has a good point here. Eclipse had 5-volt and 8-volt dedicated zero distortion outputs. Just saying. I know. I did grab an Eclipse head unit off a friend about 4 years ago just for that simple fact of the 5-volt pre-out. And I mean, it said Eclipse on it. Come on. You know how cool that is? But turned out that you needed all kind of external RCA outs just for your, you know, 3.5 jack and just took a CD. It was old. It was an older Eclipse, but it had 5-volt pre-out. Bells and whistles, but not in today's standards. But yeah, absolutely, man. If you're looking for that, you know, excellent low-level out, that is the way to go. Absolutely, man. 25. Any guess on the horizon? I'm trying. We'll see. Let me, JR, what's going on, Mr. McMillan? What's going on, buddy? Thanks for tuning in. Jeff, heading out in a few minutes, actually tired early for one. See you, man. Jeff, thanks for watching, dude. This guy I work with too, man. Awesome, man. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. I'm actually going to work on your dad's speakers tonight. I have to take out the trash. Work on the moped. I need to put a new controller module on there because I just want to upgrade it. Nothing upgrading performance-wise, just a newer one. And then I'm going to work on your dad's speakers for you. Thanks for tuning in, man, and get some sleep. No bike rides tonight, okay? Clips for the win. Absolutely. Deviant. Weekly public service announcement. Andy's Patreon starts at $1 a month. Y'all have lost that thing in the wash. Look at the chat interaction. Other channels do not do this. This is cutting edge. Show your appreciation. Thank you, man. And I know I've had a few new Patreons here and people bumping up to higher ranks of the Patreon. It's just awesome, man. Thank you guys so much. And it's how I can do this stuff. You know, it's great that I can, you know, go on Amazon. Okay, I need this and I need this. Or I need to go to the store and I need new speaker wire and this and this and this. All for car audio. Like, I don't use this money for anything else. And it's just awesome to have that own. I don't know if you guys are in a relationship or anything and you share money, you know. It's like, hey, I'm going to spend this on this. Like, yeah, obviously I tell her what I'm doing, but it's like, sometimes it's like, just swipe it. It's because it's for the channel. It's for what I do. And I know at one point, no matter what I'm buying, it's going to be for some type of content, either if I'm talking about it or showing on it. You know, it doesn't matter. So it's just awesome. And thank you so much, Deviant, for letting that be known. And if you are a Patreon, you will see below you a Patreon scroll list. Since I don't really post a video every week, or not even every 2 weeks sometimes, of an actual good video content with a Patreon scroll at the end. So I figured, you know what, I go live twice a week, why don't we have a scroll on the bottom there and you have your name shown. It's just awesome. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're already up to 15 minutes. That is cool. Kicker Pizza is square. Oh man, you know, it's just funny with like pizza sizes and like shapes, and like I'm always like analyzing like, okay, well, if we get the square 12, it'd be better or about the same as the circle 15, which is they're more expensive and it's like $4 more. Let's just get the square 12, you know? Dub. Yeah, exactly. See, I'm on the same wavelength as you, buddy. I'm on the same wavelength. Alright, let's see. Let me scroll back down here before I get too lost. I'm a little behind. I'm always behind. That means I'm talking too much. Am I talking too much? I try not to talk too much. 25. Wasn't Scrapping the Coast was this weekend, I think. You missed it, 25. It's okay, man. I know you made it to Slam, right? So, I mean, it's like getting an invitation for, you know, something that happened yesterday, you know. Let's see. Baba says, yes, it's so cool that Ernie, John, and Bill Frog pop into your stream too, Andy. I know, it's awesome, man. Just to have those guys just kind of backing me up, you know, and just hanging out, showing appreciation. And it's awesome. And I'm just a small YouTube channel guy, you know, just, you know, the beginning, you know. I know, Baba, you came, you know, later, like past couple months here. But still, man, it's humbling. It really is, man. It's awesome. Trust me, man, there's sometimes I tear up just because I'm happy, you know, and it's awesome. There's lots of reasons. All I gotta say is whenever I was making that Team SP Loud video, man, it hit me. It hit me. 6 years. It's crazy. And I found some more older content. I was like, oh. So the Patreons, you've seen an older version. I added a few things for it. But you'll see it for Friday. It'll be good. It'll be good. Let's see. Bobby. Andy, there's no going to be a special guest this Thursday on Side Jag. I meant. There's not gonna be a special guest. I didn't know they always had a special guest every time. I thought they just kind of just chilled too and talked about movies or whatever they were, you know, TV shows. Ernie says, sup, Dan? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's awesome. It's awesome. Yes, Scott. You said hooked up ultra capacitor. I did last night and I did again today, just to see the current draw and stuff like that, and to see how it turned on. Obviously, because it's Bluetooth, which this thing is awesome. The Locus. Let me just pull it up here. The Locus. I'm looking at it right now. I don't. Locus super capacitor. Here, let me pull this up real fast here, guys. Locus. Here, while I'm pulling this up, I might as well show you what I made here. It's ready? Here we go. Not long enough. I almost have it. I'm trying to find the model that you gave me. Let's see here. I had it on my phone, no problem. Let me just look up ultra capacitor instead of you start. Yeah, right here. My goodness. How hard was that? Is this? Yep. No? Yeah. Hold on, guys. I'm getting lost here. Because this is a new one here. So this must be a different version, but the same concept. So, Okay, hold on. Is it this one here? Aha. Down for Sound. Thank you, Down for Sound, for coming in clutch. Let's pull this up real fast here. Share screen. Microsoft. This one. There we go. Okay. Oh, can we get that up there now? Cool. Oh, come on. Come on. I want to spin to win. Yeah, this is the ultra capacitor that Scott gave me, and I'm going to do a few videos on it here and there. But honestly, it's just a giant capacitor that's real. It's got, what, 350 farad you were saying, Scott? This thing is just awesome, and it can actually jumpstart your car. So if you have very low voltage in your battery, you hit the jumpstart function. I think it charges up. If I think I'm right, it charges up, and then you just press it, and it actually gives you enough current to start your car, just like one of those real tiny jump packs would do, but more. It's a bigger battery. It's not even a battery; it's just a capacitor. Totally different. But let's see here. This thing is just sweet. I don't really know. I mean, I know people were asking what voltage it ran. I mean, it's a capacitor. It's different than a battery, but 12 to 16, like you were saying. I mean, honestly, shoot, it's cool, but you know, you still need a battery with it. But it's awesome to just run that to see how much power it can handle by itself, because it's just instantaneous power, just like a capacitor, a small 1 farad you get from Walmart or something like that, or Best Buy. But this is 350 farad of that, and it's just it's awesome. And I've seen guys on YouTube build e-bikes out of super capacitors, and you know, they don't have much capacity, you know, reserve capacity, but they will drive. You put a lot of them in line, it'll go for like a little bit, not very long, but instantaneous, the quickest amount of power delivery that you can get, at least today. So you're going to get that. It's going to put a lot less strain on your amplifier because it's giving that power instantaneously, but then it also dictates on the rest of your charging system of how much power you're being demanded from the amplifier to the capacitor, and how much your alternator and your other battery can charge and keep that capacitor replenished. So that's when you might have to run into more of them, just so that they're not being completely drained, depending on the amount of power that you have applied. So there's a lot of factors to them, but they are awesome, man. I never thought I'd get my hands on one. I know Exo did that video, and I thought they were really cool. But absolutely, man. Yeah, I like it. I love it. I just got to get bolts for it. It's missing the 3/8 bolts on top. I tried cranking them, and I was like, wait a minute, that's that. No, those stay. You need to make a 14.4 volt talk banner, bro. That's, you know, and then I'll throw it up. Dan says, you want the best DSP tune within a 180-mile radius? Come see me. Dan's been doing this for a very long time. He's had his own shop for years and been in that shop for over 12, 13 years or something like that. Long time. And he knows a thing or two about a thing or two. He really does. and honestly, DSP and tuning a system, that's, yeah, it's experience, but it's just intuition as well. Yeah, you got to really know your stuff with just how something's supposed to sound. And obviously you have the equipment with the RTA and everything else to it, and time alignment and all that fun stuff, phase and blah, 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 blah. But yeah, it's awesome. Jason, Andy, that picture you posted of the quad box cut in half, dude. Dude, that quad box. I don't know how someone could do that. And they must have good money to be like, you know, it's cut it. Who cares? You know, it's too big. It don't fit my car. I'll just have 2 sets of subs then, right? And, man, you know, that was terrible. Let's see. I know we almost hit that hour mark already. The real reason why I had that speaker and, you know, the elevator music going is because I've been blowing my nose a lot. I'm like, you know what? Instead of you watching me blow my nose, let me just toss that on there. Hey, it works for other things too. It works. It does. Needed something like that. Might make a fancier one. Who knows? We got Face Kicker. What is going on? Yo, what is up, Andy? Thanks for tuning in. As always, man, it's cool. You know, I like, you know, obviously new people come in to watch the channel, but it's cool to see new people come in and then they stay watching, you know, and it's like they're just part of the community. They're part of the chat and part of the conversation. And I think that's just, it's awesome, you know. And I know, you know, we all have lives. You know, there's some days you just can't make a show. Like I missed Monday's show with DIY audio guy and Toys. But, you know, it's just life gets in the way. And, you know, you want to enjoy your life too. I'm not telling you to, this isn't work. This is not work. You do not have to show up on time. You do not have to come every day, but when you want to, that'd be great. So it's just awesome. It really is. Deviant, come on, man. I'm 5'9" on a good day. He said when I met Andy at Slam, I had no idea how short he is. Just saying. No, you know who I thought was tall? I thought Scott was tall, and he had me by like a half an inch. Love you, Scott. I thought you were like 6 foot 6'1". I was like, wait, this dude's like my height. Wait, what? What? You make that camera make you look tall, bro. You do. But hey, more. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. We're short, but you fit in Cookie Monster perfect. That is the pro. Now, Casey, not so much. A little bit. What is he, over 6 something? Oh yeah, you ain't fitting in there too good. Your knees are to your chest. Let's see here. Okay. Dub Team Andy, show that car that Face Kicker reps, bro. Gotta show those love. Remind me, we'll do that Friday. This is the Kicker Unmasked after show. Come on, man. Try to keep a kicker. That battery, I mean, I mean, Scott gave it to me at Slamology at the Kicker RV, so that's how we slipped that one in there. Franco 316, true dat. Thank you, man. Appreciate you too. Matthew Joseph just got here. You talk about Surge Audio yet? No. Colin just came back. The owner, whatever, of Wolfram is back with his own car audio company. Brand amps, I'm sure subwoofers along the line. Surge Audio. Literally today, it was blasted everywhere. Everyone's talking about it, and it's awesome. You know, I heard he got the short end of the deal on his Wolfram thing, and you know, that happens with business. And with car audio, everyone hears about everybody, so it's a little bit different. So it was a shame, but it's cool that he's back, you know. So you know you're going to get good stuff. And I've seen it in the lanes. I've seen, you know, my friends obviously have it. And I've never personally ran it, but I mean, honestly, it's equipment that usually higher tier powered stuff, you know, and I just haven't messed with that too much. But it seems like it works great, you know. Everything will work within reason. But it's awesome to see him come back, and we'll see what kind of products he has coming along the lines. It'll be awesome. Bobby B, you know why you're asking this? Because Bobby B is the biggest contributor. Like, I wake up, Bobby B shared a post from Instagram from Kicker to Kicker Club. Bobby B, share this, share it. Bobby, you are on it, buddy. I appreciate you so much. Or even with the Kicker Club Car Audio Fan Club, I forget the other one's called, always posting on there. You know, it's just cool that you are there to be able to do it. I try to, you know, do what I do in the group, obviously. And with the member requests and the not daily posts, but, you know, like bi-weekly posts, not even bi-weekly, twice a week posts. That's what I was trying to say. And, you know, it's just cool that I always have you, and I know you're going to be there throwing up content, not letting the page or group go stagnant. And it's people like you that we need, and it's awesome that we have that Kicker Club, man. It's you know, I've had obviously a few Facebook groups, nothing crazy. Team SP Loud, I didn't really want to grow it too big. That was really the first one I did. But I wanted to keep it local people, honestly. A few farther people, you know, leaked in, but it's fine. And it was like 1,200 people because I wanted to keep it locally, you know. But I just want to bang harder. I mean, we hit like, you know, pretty fast growth, and then it kind of died off, you know. It just happens. And I know that happens to a lot of groups, and it's just cool that Kicker Club has been going on for as long as it has, and it continues to slowly grow, and that is the best way for anything to last a long time, is to have a nice slow growth rather than a fast dump of just holy moly and then dies off. You know, I've seen groups like that, and one group that just I think that does so well because the type of group it is Baseheads on a budget, like the big 280,000 member, like surpassing I Just Want to Bang. Like, I am laughing. I am laughing because I Just Want to Bang has like 80,000 members and past them. And but it's a lot of negativity, and the world feeds off negativity, and I don't know. It's funny sometimes, you know. I don't like to partake in things. Some things are kind of funny. Some things are kind of below the belt, kind of cruel. But, you know, you just don't say anything. It's not worth it. But I mean, sometimes it's nice to get a good laugh, you know. Or get those fail pictures, you know. You need that good, fresh content somewhere. Thank you, Scott. All right, let's see. Let me scroll down here. Man, I'm really behind on comments, but it's okay. Thank you, Matt Joseph. All right. Let me scroll down. 1 minute and 6. If you guys still want to stay here, we'll stay. Let's see. Here we go. I've installed a few of the UC UltraCap 31s. They're good additions to just about any setup, even if you never use a smart portion of it. It's a giant cap bank, right? And I feel like at least from my understanding, you can just turn on standby or on, or use the jump pack portion of it for the smart part. But it is cool because I can see the voltage. And say you don't have a voltmeter to your system, you know where you're sitting at real time within reason. Absolutely, man, and it's cool. One thing I did notice though, Scott or Face Kicker, why does it say for off-road use only? I just want to know. I'm sure it's something with like DOT approved or some kind of, you know, litigation that it just didn't pass legally. And that's why they have to put it on there. But you know, I would like to know. Blake, Ultra Caps are their best when they're supplementing lithium or AGM. Gets a big amount of peak power while taking advantage of the AGM. Right, you get that deep reserve of the AGM, but you get that quick dissipation. Better than a lithium. Yeah, my Pilot already replaced it with an AGM battery, so we're good. That was one of the first things I did, man. It's like, oh no, we are not putting a lead acid. I want the Duracell Platinum, the big boy. I would have got excess power or something, but my battery just randomly died. You know how it goes. It wasn't a car audio build, never was. My alternator already went. It has a new alternator in there, but it went on vacation 400 miles away. I couldn't be like, hey, Tom from Ohio Gen, hey, I need that alt, and hey, can you ship that down here actually now? So it's here tomorrow, and I need it. Yep. That. What do you mean it can't work? Come on. Really? Hello? You know, like, I was stuck. I was literally stuck and had to get the car towed twice because one shop said they would fix it. They were like, oh, we'll fix it in 6 days. I'm like, ha ha, you're funny. Took it right down the road to the guy that I first took it to because I had air vent issues, and he put it in that day. So I would have already had a high output alternator too, but not really. Just never was meant to be a car audio vehicle. It was our family daily. That's why I was going to put just a Comp RT8 in there. But quad box came available to me, and yeah, so we're going to put it in there. Got Kayla's approval and everything, so we'll be good. And what's nice is you're not going to see nothing. That super capacitor, might add another battery, we'll see. Super capacitor is going to be underneath the third row, and the amps are going to be in the storage area, and just all you're going to see is the quad box. So if need be to pull it in and out, it would be easy to do so. Just in case, you know, picking up a couch or something, you know. Yeah. All right, let me scroll down here a little bit. We got Jake Zimmerman. What is going on? WTFN Garage. What's up, man? Thank you for tuning in, buddy. Jake said, they claim Russian birch in the quad box. Wonder how that fares with the future Russian sanctions. I know it's 13 ply Baltic birch. Is that Russian? I don't know. And I'm sure a lot of places are hurting because of that, but who knows even what's going on? I don't see that on the news anymore. Do you? I don't see, I don't know. Maybe I just don't watch enough news to know. Because, yeah. But, yeah, that would be bad, right? 5'10", so you got me by an inch. I thought you were, I'm telling you, you got me by like 10 pounds. And I thought you were like 6'1". I really did. I'm going to have to point my camera down a little bit so I'll look taller. Too late now. Okay, he said no subwoofers, only amps, but I imagine that could change. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, it's because amps are easier in that retrospective. I know, down for sound, same reason. Right. But who knows? Who knows? I'm sure, in time. But, either way, it's just awesome to see him back. He thought I was mad at him. I never was. I just reshared a live stream of, what was it? Brett's show. What was that called? Daily. Oh, shoot. I should know this. I can never think of things when I'm live. Brett. Shoot. Anyway, it was on their podcast when they used to do it. Daily audio. Shoot. Man, I'm going nuts. But anyway, it was on their podcast, and I just reshared it. And it kind of did go viral, but not really. Kind of, sort of. By the way, Cookie Monster on Sub-Zero hit 1.3 million views on his shared reel of mine. Dude. I've had things go viral, but never my system, even on TikTok. Like, I've had a 1 million view video, but it was some guy from who knows what country playing with 40,000 speakers. For my own build to get 1.3 million views, I feel accomplished in one category, I definitely do. Okay, let me scroll down. I'm going back and forth just to see if I missed anything. Stu's leaving. I know we got people dropping off, and we already went over our hour mark. I feel like this is a good portion. I'm just trying to catch up to the comments here because I was talking for a little bit. And Friday, I'm going to be talking a lot too because I want to tell you guys from everything A to Z from Team SP Loud. All right. Nando leaving 5-star? Really? No, that's fake news. I don't know about that. Scott says it's harder to clip with it. It keeps better voltage. Why off-road use only? Like POSI track, it just does it racing, yo. Okay, so meant for race cars because of weight or something, and it's just not off-road, or I don't know. Or maybe it's... Just let me know later. I'm confused. But either way, it's not like I'm not going to put it in my car. I mean, come on, I already got lithium with no fuse in the rear end. It's already worse. Nah, I got good lithium back there. Good BMS can make or break some things. Oh, I'm stuffing up. Oh, here we go. Stuffing up. Give me a sec. See, that's perfect. Ashy said, what the heck? Andy's show cut off on my Fire Stick. This thing sucks. Get a Roku. Team no fuse. I have a fuse up front, but that's it. Have people call in. I wouldn't mind doing that. I want to, but I want it to be a dedicated day and probably like once a month on a different day than I stream, because it's just how this stuff works. People come here looking for one thing and then they get another, like what the heck. But if it's on a different day, then there's a reason for that. Oh, well, that's because this is a different day. This isn't this time frame. I like to be real particular. Same thing with my car audio shows, man. Good forbidden, if you say you're going to be here and you're going to be there, and they go there because you were there last time, or they go there because they don't know because you changed the location, you changed something, and people get confused. So, but that would be cool. I was thinking of that, instead of having a split screen with everyone having their equal portion, it would be mostly me, and then smaller cameras, or, you know, screens for you guys that would call in, so that you would still see me, see the show, see the background, know what it is, and also I can hear and talk to you guys and see you guys visually, and that would be cool. I know everywhere else they just have equal screens, but I feel like for my channel, if I'm going to have other people on and it would be like a call-in kind of session and talk, I would kind of have it like that, because it's my show, and that's how I want it, so the people know that when they're watching my show, and everything else is just extra. But honestly, just so it doesn't look like it's not the right show. Honestly, that's the thing I'm trying to get around, because it just that's how it is. All right. You need a box brand, my guy. Cookie cutter boxes. That'd be good. Baltic only comes from Russia. Okay, then yes. Then yes. El Fuego. Question, what can I do with a JY40? What can you do? Well, it depends, like power, depends your input power, but honestly, standalone, 2,000 watts, anything more than that, you're really pushing it. You're going to be dipping low, like you're going to start seeing 11s. It's not that the battery isn't strong enough. It can discharge and recharge fast, but like, you know, others said, in like with the super capacitors, they work well with an AGM or lithium, and same thing with the lithium by itself. It needs that alternator, that input power, because it can charge so fast and discharge so fast, you know, it just doesn't have much reserve. So you will see voltage drop as, you know, as the battery loses reserve, because it's dishing out that power. It just goes hand in hand. That's why, like, AGM batteries, there are some pros with them, yeah, but they can't discharge as much, but their voltage and their reserve capacity is way better, and just how they work. So there's a lot of things. So it's not like the JP or JYHP40 is a slouch, but just remember, you know, input power is key. Good connections. I know you know all this stuff, Alfuego. But honestly, man, I run just one JYHP40 on my build, and you guys seen it at Slam or ever got a demo from me. Like, I'm full tilt boogie AC on, air conditioner on, so I'm getting less current out of my alternator, and I'm still 13.3, 13.4, which is the resting voltage of that battery, meaning that I'm not even getting into the reserve capacity, that I'm barely just touching it, that alternator has enough current to charge that lithium. That lithium has enough current being drawn from the alternator to dish out the power to not drop below nominal voltage, meaning that I still am okay. When you start dropping, yeah, you're gonna, you know, you're dipping more than what your alternator can dish out, and your battery as well. It just all goes hand in hand. It's not just one or the other. Yes, it can be just the alternator initially, but then the battery just can only go so long with how much input power and how much reserve capacity and the discharge AC or C ratings. There's so many variables. Yes. I'd say like 4,000 watts. Anything more, you're really kind of pushing it, and you're going to shorten the lifespan of the battery. 1,000 farad is a lot of real estate. Yeah, that has 350, but 1,000 would be a lot too. Absolutely. All right, let me scroll down here. Baba says that is sick. And Annie forgot to pay the cable bill. That will do it. That will stop the Firefox, or what's it, Fire Stick? Firefox, God. Ashy, JY40 is too small for a loud setup. Bro! It's just, I mean, it's not that big of a battery. It is half the size of a Group 31. So, and the weight is like... A Group 31 weighs, what, 60, 70 pounds, if not more? That lithium over there weighs 15, not even 20 pounds. Like, it is light. Super light. That ultra capacitor weighs like 35 pounds, give or take. Alright, can't see all the comments. JY41 is where it's at. And you know what? I asked Travis Young at Slam if there was going to be a bigger lithium battery coming out, you know, like the JY80s they had and all that kind of stuff. And he said no. just because their new technology is more superior with heat dissipation and keeping the cells balanced and just how it works by having smaller packs and more of them rather than trying to fit them all in one giant case, which I think that's counterintuitive in some way because you're always going to want to kind of have them all together. But I feel with everyone, putting all those C-Maxes and pressing them together, everyone's kind of doing that route where it's just, okay, we're going to put a bunch of these small guys together. And with the research and development that they're doing, that the smaller batteries work better with just a lot of reasons. So, yeah, man. I 41, no, but they have that new one out. All right, let's see. What is an alternator? Alternator! Jamie, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Hey, someone told me to turn my subsonic all the way down. Is that true? Well, subsonic, if you have it all the way down, it's just going to play 0 to whatever frequency you have your high pass set at. But honestly, if you play really low and your enclosure can play low, and your subwoofer doesn't like bottom out or just doesn't sound like crap, just leave it all the way down. But if you crank it all the way up, it's going to really... It's usually a 12 or 6 dB or can be a 24 dB slope at whatever frequency you set at. So what happens is it's not like a dead, okay, we got it set at 30 hertz and it's dead at 28. Like it don't move. No, it's just a 12 dB slope per octave. So once you get down like 20 hertz, give or take, it'll be half or more than half. Yeah, half the output. Yeah, half the output at 1 octave. So if you think half the output, half the AC, rail, the amp, half the wattage, half the movement of the cone compared to if the wattage was the same, but there's a lot of variables with box rise and all that other kind of factor stuff that we can't really get into because it's just not, you have to know everything. But, yeah, I mean, honestly, I think subsonic, when you use it, it kind of makes the bass sound kind of wonky. Just play songs that work for your vehicle and your enclosure, and you'll never have a problem, and you never really have to set a subsonic. Now, high pass filter, I've messed with it just so I don't get too much of a boom, because the vehicle's naturally going to want to resonate at a higher frequency, given the enclosure positioning, the shape of the vehicle, the length, the distance, the enclosure taking up the vehicle. There's a lot of factors that go into it, but they like to peak higher. So you want to set a high pass just so you're not playing pretty much wasted information, that you're just heating up your coil that doesn't need to be louder. If you're trying to make it sound more well-rounded, I can make a system sound so much more well-rounded in the crappiest box by setting a high pass filter, just because I want to get rid of that boom. I don't want that boom. I want that 40 hertz, 50 hertz and dip, fall off. I don't want 60, 80 hertz and, oh, what's that? I can hear Lil Wayne's voice very low. We don't want that. That's wasted information, at least to me. But absolutely, Jamie, and yeah, I don't know, just play with it, but honestly, play the songs that work for your system, and you'll never go wrong. But yeah, man, we went really overboard, but I had a good time talking with you guys. Shoot, we went almost an hour and a half, and yeah. So Friday will be a Team SP Loud oriented video. It's going to be really good. You'll see it first, live, and yeah, man. Awesome show tonight. Ernie, Tim, Scott, Aaron, you guys did awesome. And the crew, J-Dub, Bill, Frog, goodness gracious. Guys did awesome. And thank you for watching the Unmasked After Show. I will see you guys Friday. And as always, stay living loud. See you next time. Yes, Face Kicker and Cornut, thank you so much. Yes, it's the low pass filter. I always get that confused. I think I'm trying to cut off the high notes, but it's actually the low pass for the, that I always mess that up, but you knew what I was talking about. Thank you guys so much. And Cornut, you came in at the caboose. Good night, y'all. I will see everyone Friday. Have a good night. See you guys.